Hello and welcome to the User's Guide to Prefold Cloth Diapering. Parenting is tough and brings about many new decisions that must be made by all parents, and diapering is just another one of those changes that all new and experienced parents alike have to decide on before their little bundles of joys arrive. So this is an instructional manual on how to use a Prefold cloth diaper. Today we will talk about how to start, use, fold, store, wash, and care for cloth diapers. Um, the very first thing you want to do is weigh the benefits and the consequences to using cloth diapers versus disposable diapers. So one of the most important things that I have found for using cloth diapers is actually the cost. So this is just a breakdown cost analysis of cloth diapers, and it's based on diapering a child from birth until about 2.5 years of age. You can see that it breaks down infant sizes and then the first 24 months, and then it actually includes energy costs, which have been taken into the calculation also. So on average, it costs about 6 cents a change when using cloth diapers versus the 36 average cents it costs per change for a disposable diaper. So if you look between the two slides, you can see that the total cost for cloth diapering is $381 birth to 2.5 versus the cost of disposable diapers being a little more than $1,200. So that's motivation enough for some parents. Other benefits include a decreased likelihood of rash. So babies and children that are cloth diapered have a lesser reoccurrence of diaper rashes and are less likely to actually get rashes because the cloth diaper actually takes the wetness away from the baby, whereas with disposable diapers, it just kind of sits on their skin. Cloth diapers are also chemical free, and those chemicals can actually cause a rash for some babies, which goes back to the decreased likelihood of rash. It's better for our environment because there aren't a bunch of disposable diapers hanging out in landfills, and they're reusable. And actually, a lot of studies have shown that children that are cloth diapered potty train on average 3 months earlier than babies that are not cloth diapered. So for everyone who's been a parent before, you can just imagine not having to change diapers 3 months earlier than you would if you were using disposables, and for some that's motivation enough. So using cloth diapers, it's actually pretty simple to use cloth diapers, and this very basic picture really breaks it down. So you have the diapers, you get them. The very first thing you're going to want to do with them is wash them, pre-wash them before even using them, because they're, depending on if you use natural, unbleached cloth diapers or bleached cloth diapers, either way you want to wash them. Natural diapers have oils and waxes that build up in the fabric, and that needs to be washed out because it can actually impact its absorbency. And then bleached cloth diapers just need to be washed to make sure there isn't any chemical residue. So you fold the diaper, stick it in the diaper cover. If you're going to use the liner, put the liner on top and then put it on your baby. And they're actually designed to be, they're identical to disposable diapers. They have the Velcro, some of them have snaps, some of them have pins. It really just depends on what you want. So after you've pre-washed them, you fold the diaper, and that's the next step. There's two very basic folds that, should be known by every parent using cloth diapers, is the girl fold and the boy fold. So the one on top, the 1, 2, 3, is the girl fold, and it's folded that way because actually the middle section of the diaper is the thickest. So if you fold it that way, then the thickest part of the diaper is right where a little girl will pee the most, and so that's where you want the most absorbency. And for a boy, the boy fold, the 1, 2, 3, 4, puts the thickest part of the diaper in the front, so the most absorbency is up front where they do the majority of their peeing. So after the diaper gets used, there are two main methods that parents use to store their diapers afterwards. And I think this is where the hang up with cloth diapering is what do you do with the diapers between when they've been used and when you wash them, because you obviously can't wash just one diaper, so you have to collect a few before you wash them. Some parents choose to soak their diapers, other parents choose not to soak their diapers. If you soak your diaper, then you have a bucket that is filled about halfway with water. You add some oxygenated bleaching product to the water and you just throw the diapers in. If they're still newborns, you throw them directly into the water solution. If they're not, then you throw whatever like poop you can into the toilet, flush it away, and then stick the cloth diaper in the bucket to soak. If not, then yeah, you stick it directly into the bucket, and then on laundry day you pour the entire contents of that bucket, including the water, into your washing machine and rinse, and then proceed with washing. But if you choose not to soak, you just keep them in a waterproof wet bag, and the wet bag holds everything in, and then on laundry day you just put it all in the wash and you do an extra rinse cycle. So it just depends. Parents that choose to soak their diapers say that it makes it easier for stains to come out of the diapers, but I don't know how effective that is. So cleanup. So washing your diapers, and this is probably the most critical step and the most labor-intensive part of cloth diapering, is washing them. So you take your diapers, diaper covers, and the wet bag. You dump everything into the washing machine. What's really important is to do a cold pre-wash without any detergent, just to break apart any fecal matter, soak the diapers, rinse the diapers, especially if you're not doing a soaking method. And then you follow up with a regular wash with hot water and detergent, and then a final rinse where you rinse them in, again, cold water without any detergent, just to get all the detergent out of the diaper. Because if the detergent builds up in the diaper, then it can actually impact absorbency and cause leaking and other issues with the diaper. You can throw them in the dryer on low heat. Something that you can do in the summertime is place them on the clothesline. The sun is actually a natural bacteria killer, so it helps clean out any leftover bacteria in the diaper. And when you're choosing a detergent, you need to make sure you choose a zero, no residual detergent, so it doesn't have any buildup, no fabric softener, no scents, no enzymes, stain guards, dyes, perfumes, things like that, because those things can also build up in the diapers and cause the diapers to leak or not to work, and that would defeat the purpose of using a cloth diaper. So now that we've gone over the basics of how to cloth diaper, we're all fully prepared to venture into the world of Prefold cloth diapering. The benefits of cloth diapering, again, are early potty train, decreased risk of rashes and infections. They're chemical free and much more cost effective. So I wish everyone luck in cloth diapering. Thank you.